Imagine a situation where one day, an old friend that you haven't seen in years comes into your mind. You wonder how they're doing and start remembering all the memories you both shared together. Suddenly your phone buzzes. It's a message from that very friend. They're reaching out after all this time, completely out of the blue. How would you react? Would you feel a sense of astonishment? Perhaps even a tingling of intuition? It's moments like these that make us pause and consider the mysterious ways in which life unfolds. How can such coincidence occur? This is what we call synchronicity. It is the phenomenon where seemingly unrelated events or thoughts align in a meaningful way, more often than not defying all sorts of explanations of cause and effect. It is like experiencing a cycle of perfectly timed coincidences that feel deeply significant to us personally. These moments might involve encountering exactly what we needed at the right time, meeting the right person in an unexpected place, or experiencing a sudden insight or revelation that seems to come out of nowhere. In essence, synchronicity hints at a mysterious interconnectedness between our inner world and the external reality. It defies logical explanation, and it often feels like a glimpse into a hidden dimension of reality, beyond the grasp of ordinary perception. They indicate a universal interconnectedness that transcends time and space, offering a peek at a higher order or intelligence guiding the unfolding of our lives. To learn how to both apply and notice synchronicity in your own personal development journey, be sure to watch this video till the end. Dive deeper into the fascinating world of synchronicity and discover how you can harness its power to navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung coined the term for the first time in 1930 during his memorial address. For Richard Wilhelm, renowned for translating the I Ching or Book of Changes, he described synchronicity as a peculiar principle active in the world so that things happen together somehow and behave as if they were the same. And yet for us, they are not. Carl Jung, Analytical Psychology, Its Theory and Practice, Tavistock Lectures. Jung linked synchronicity with the Taoist concept of balance, symbolized by yin and yang, representing the unity of opposites within the cosmos. This parallels the alchemical idea of as above, so below, signifying the interconnectedness of the inner and outer worlds. Both Taoism and Jungian psychology aim for harmony between opposing forces to achieve self-realization. In Jungian psychology, this entails balancing consciousness and the unconscious, aligning the ego with the self. Synchronicity plays a crucial role in this process, facilitating a holistic understanding of the self through a non-linear journey towards individuation, characterized by circling around the center rather than linear progression. This concept is symbolized by the mandala, which Jung considered crucial for self-development. The mandala, often featuring symbols like the sun or a castle at its center, represents a divine pattern and the manifestation of the self. Jung's final work, Mysterium Conjunctionis, which explores the culmination of this process, where opposing aspects of life are unified in a sacred union, leading to heightened consciousness and a deeper sense of unity. Jung observed parallels between cultural symbols such as Atman, Tao, and Christ, and concluded that they all represented wholeness and the connection between the inner self and the cosmos. The oracle of the I Ching played an important role in developing this idea of synchronicity. He used it with his patients in psychotherapy, and it gave him numerous meaningful answers and psychological insights. Synchronicity originates from the Greek roots syn, meaning together, and chronos, meaning time, implying events occurring simultaneously. Jung was perplexed by synchronicity while studying the collective unconscious, encountering coincidences that defied statistical probability. These events, connected in a meaningful yet non-causal manner, challenged conventional understanding. While it's challenging to conceive of non-causal connections, the existence of synchronicity suggests otherwise, prompting a reconsideration of our understanding of causality. Quantum physics suggests a fundamental link between consciousness and the nature of reality. During the 20th century, humanity delved into quantum theory, exploring the notion of a quantum field as the source of all matter. This understanding suggested that our focused thoughts, intentions, and actions might influence an unseen mechanism, shaping our personal and collective reality, a concept reminiscent of Jung's idea of unus mundus, a unified world. Jung contended that life isn't a string of random events, but rather a complex interplay involving our psyches, energies, emotions, and experiences. This perspective views life not as a series of chance occurrences overlaid with our biases, but as a deeply interactive and mysterious co-creation. with life itself providing answers to our inquiries by reflecting what we need to understand. The Nobel Prize winner Wolfgang Pauli sought therapy from Carl Jung and shared many of his dreams. A quantum physicist who happened to have complex dreams was an ethereal find. After he no longer needed therapy, he would keep his correspondence with Jung. This is documented on the book Atom and Archetype, which featured the letters between Jung and Pauli. Through their efforts, they concluded that synchronicity isn't a causal principle that transcends space, time, and causality, and later world published their ideas in a joint volume, The Interpretation of Nature and the Psyche. Jung's contribution to their book stemmed from his 1951 Eranos lecture and was later made into a separate monograph, Synchronicity and a Causal Connecting Principle. Jung lacked the means to conduct scientific experiments on synchronicity. Instead, he referenced the extrasensory perception, ESP, experiments conducted by J.B. Rhine, a pioneer in parapsychology. Rhine's experiments provided evidence for a combination of events, where chance alone couldn't account for the results. The level of improbability observed in these experiments exceeded what could be explained by chance and probability. For instance, in one of Rhine's card experiments, participants were presented with 25 cards, each displaying one of 5 different symbols. The participants, separated from the experimenter by a screen, attempted to guess the symbols on the cards 800 times. Remarkably, one participant consistently scored double the expected number of correct guesses. In one instance, he correctly guessed all 25 cards, an event with a probability estimated at around 1 in 298 quadrillion. These results highlight the extraordinary nature of synchronistic events that defy conventional explanations based solely on chance. Jung's inquiry into synchronicity isn't by any means scientific, nor does he seek to explain these complex phenomena, but rather, he aims to delve deep into the human soul. He does so primarily through his concept of archetypes, which are patterns of instinctual behavior responsible for structuring unconscious psychic processes. Archetypes form the structure of the collective unconscious, a shared psychic realm identical in all individuals and containing the fundamental images of creation. Acting as master patterns of life, archetypes arrange psychic material and give rise to meaningful patterns in the physical world. Unlike directly perceivable psychic phenomena, archetypes are not representable in a conventional sense. Jung describes them as psychoid, indicating their soul-like nature and their connection between an individual's psyche and the broader physical world. Synchronistic event and meaningful coincidences that transcend ordinary causality are rooted in this archetypal foundation. They represent the deepest layer of archetypal reality, where psyche and matter intersect and become indistinguishable, embodying the alchemical concept of the unus mundus, the one world where all experience converges. It suggests a knowledge prior to consciousness, causally inexplicable, yet manifesting as meaningful coincidences in human experience. In therapeutic contexts, the notion of separateness between therapist and patient is challenged, with emphasis placed on the interconnected field that encompasses both individuals. Unconscious communications between therapist and patient, emerging from the psychoid realm, transcend the limitations of separate psyches and contribute to transformative experiences. Synchronistic events often occur within heightened tensions generated by shared psychic realms, emphasizing the fundamentally unitary nature of psychic life. The concept of the self, representing the fullest expression of human consciousness, encompasses past, present, and future simultaneously, a concept known as the pleroma. Within this unified realm, synchronicity manifests as a profound expression of the interconnectedness of all existence, where the magic of synchronicity lies in the recognition that everything that will happen has already occurred. Jung writes about what seems to be a synchronistic event. On April 1st, 1949, I made a note in the morning of an inscription containing a figure that was half man and half fish. There was fish for lunch. Somebody mentioned the custom of making an April fish of someone. In the afternoon, a former patient of mine, whom I had not seen for months, showed me some impressive pictures of fish. In the evening, I was shown a piece of embroidery with sea monsters and fishes in it. The next morning, I saw a former patient who was visiting me for the first time in 10 years. She had dreamed of a large fish the night before. A few months later, when I was using this series for a larger work and had just finished writing it down, I walked over to a spot by the lake in front of the house, where I had already been several times that morning. This time, a fish a foot long lay on the seawall. Since no one else was present, I have no idea how the fish could have got there. Letters of C.G. Jung, Volume 2, 1951 to 1961. When coincidences pile up this way, one cannot help being impressed by them. However, Jung had his doubts on it being a synchronicity, for there was no interaction to the inner world. Jung also cautions that synchronicity can be misused or misinterpreted in a pathological way. People may be carried away and start to see every event as meaningful. Jung had already commented on this in relation to situations where patients, particularly schizophrenics, interpret events as having a special reference to them. So what makes an event a synchronistic? The main difference between synchronicities and coincidences lies in their perceived significance and the underlying concept of interconnectedness. 1. Significance. Coincidences are chance occurrences or events that happen randomly without any apparent connection or deeper meaning. They are often dismissed as mere statistical anomalies or happenstances. In contrast, synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that carry personal or collective significance. They seem to convey a message or hold relevance beyond their apparent randomness, resonating with individuals on a deeper level. 2. Meaning. Coincidences are typically viewed as isolated incidents with no inherent meaning or broader context. They occur randomly and do not necessarily prompt reflection or introspection. Synchronicities, on the other hand, are perceived as meaningful occurrences that resonate with individuals' inner experiences, beliefs, or intentions. They often prompt individuals to contemplate their significance and may be interpreted as messages or signs from a higher intelligence or underlying reality. 3. Interconnectedness. Coincidences are usually seen as independent events that occur by chance, with no apparent connection to each other or to a broader pattern or framework. Synchronicities, however, are perceived as manifestations of interconnectedness and unity within the universe. They suggest that seemingly unrelated events are intricately linked and may reflect deeper patterns or universal truths. Once you've cultivated awareness and started noticing synchronicities in your life, you can harness their power to guide your decisions and actions. When faced with important choices or dilemmas, pay attention to any synchronicities that arise. They may offer valuable insights or confirmations. Keep in mind that synchronicities often appear in unexpected ways and may require interpretation. Trust your intuition and inner guidance to decipher their meaning. Your synchronicity journal can serve as a helpful reference to track patterns and recurring themes, providing clarity in times of uncertainty. By embracing synchronicities as guiding signs, you can navigate life's journey with greater confidence and purpose. Allow yourself to be open to the flow of synchronicity, and you'll find yourself in tune with the rhythms of the universe. Start cultivating awareness of synchronicities in your life today. Begin by keeping a synchronicity journal and reflecting on any meaningful coincidences you encounter. Use these synchronicities as guidance in your decision-making process and trust in the wisdom of the universe. Remember, synchronicity is not just a concept. It's a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. Embrace it and watch as the universe conspires to support you on your own transformative journey.